Chrishell shared that moving forward, she is done with Selling Sunset. Now, she did an interview with Variety where she spilled a lot of tea. Let's get into it. As far as season 9, she says she liked the season. She didn't think it was a hard season, but she adds that she's excited to move on from this chapter. She didn't give a definitive answer of what it looks like for the future of Selling Sunset with her and it getting renewed, but she said that the reunion was an eye-opener for her. The reunion was brutal. In that moment, I realized I will be done moving forward. Wish everyone the best, but this isn't the place for me. It felt like a big dog pile. The reunion will be airing in a couple of days on November 5th. Then opens up about her friendship with Emma and why they're no longer friends, and says that they didn't show a lot of context in the season on why she dislikes Blake so much, Emma's boyfriend. In the season, we see that Emma is dating Blake, and Chrishell is not a fan of this man. It's concluded at the end that Emma ends things with Blake, but in present day, Emma and Blake are currently together, and she is not friends with Chrishell. Chrishell says, although you eventually get some context while watching the show, a lot of it was left out. When I met him, there were so many red flags that happened in a one short meeting. Sometimes you meet someone and you may not like the way they're dressed, or they may rub you the wrong way because they're a little awkward. I found real things to be dangerous with his personality. He recently posted about how he was going to sue my dick off. Emma's man Blake posted this on his Instagram that says, should I sue the bitch for lying her dick off about me? With a poll that says yes or no. She also says at the beginning he was nice to her but would say extremely problematic things. Even though he was nice, he compared people being non-binary to mental illness. That's my partner who I love dearly. It goes so much more than what you're able to see on the show. Trying as hard to keep light and upbeat. She says that for a long time she tried to have sympathy for Emma, be there for her. She tried everything to be her friend. She would call and tell me how scared she was of this, and when they would break up, she would tell me the worst things that he would do. Like any friend, I'm there for her to help her through it. Then she goes right back to him, posting on his yacht and not answering Chrishell's calls. First, she had put it all on him, but then she realized they are aligned and it's her choice, but it's not something that she wants in her life. Therefore, they're no longer friends. She shares that her and Emma and Chelsea were best friends. Now, both her and Chelsea don't talk to Emma and aren't friends with her. Asked if there was ever a chance that she could be friends with Emma again, she says never. I don't want to be friends with her anymore. She's made it very clear where her morals are, and we do not align. And Chrishell is asked about her relationship with Brie and how before season 9, she publicly called out Brie for promoting a MAGA jewelry brand and making controversial comments about G. She says, I was shown and put in touch with people who could speak to the private conversations that Brie had about me and my partner. I got to see the text messages. I've also been around her and seen her go off on waitresses and the crew members. It was not like it was out of the realm of possibility. The slurs and making fun of someone who's the most important person in my life were surprising. She also shared that she tried to steer clear of Brie in season 9, that if she couldn't have a real conversation with her, she didn't want to have a fake one. And they touched base on Nicole and the girls giving dinner where things got very heated between the two. Nicole went a little too far in my opinion. She said something about Chrishell's parents who have passed. Now, I will definitely say in my opinion here, both of them went too far. I think that Chrishell was poking the bear. It was a lot. Chrishell says, I was stunned by it. I can't think of a situation in which that would be okay unless it's coming from a friendship point of view. I don't understand how her brain works. I'm sure to play devil's advocate, she'd probably say the same thing about me and the things I've said and see how I could have reacted better. And they touch on her relationship with Sandra on the show. As we know, Sandra is the newest agent at the O Group. Her and Chrishell had a very tense moment near the end of the season where Sandra brings up the fact that she feels like Chrishell doesn't really like her. Chrishell then shares that someone close to her, someone that used to work for her, told her that Sandra keyed their car. Chrishell says, I'm going to be very open and honest about the fact that I'm not here to make friends with you if you get cast on the show. I don't want you to have that in your head because I can't win. If I'm a bitch to you, you're going to go around telling everyone I'm a bitch to you. If I try to be nice to you, you're going to do what she did. At the end of the day, while we're filming the season, she didn't even have her license yet. I don't know what's changed. No, she's going to try to have it in time. And they dive into the whole keying the car situation, where Chrishell says that she was waiting to clock her initial reaction. That was going to give her some info. And she shares that the person that told her this information that says like Sandra keyed her car ended up stealing from her, so she couldn't fully trust them either. What is even going on anymore? She says that her relationship with Sandra would have been fine until the reunion. She didn't appreciate what happened there and that they do not have a friendship. And lastly, to close it out, she talks about the reunion. If there's anything that she wants to clarify about what happened there, she says instead of letting Brie control the narrative so that she could fix her image, it would have been nice if I had been able to speak from the place of truth. Receipts and things that are already in the public knowledge you can find on the internet. It would have been nice if there was wherewithal to have a conversation with her because we had not been able to have one all season. She shares that she was so withdrawn at that moment that she got to say the narrative that she wanted. If I had to do it all over again, I would have not rolled over on the topic. It definitely looks like Chrishell is not coming back to Selling Sunset if there is another season. It's very up in the air if a Selling Sunset season 10 will even happen. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts.